Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play. Jackson now on second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Oh, my Lord, I just saw it.
He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Jackson looking to throw.
Oh, how did that
split his target downfield? Great teamwork on the completion. He is in. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Hardy now with the return.
Oh,
terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
Hey, out. What is it?
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Go.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. So, back up after the sack, and now it's third and long. From the gun, Jackson. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ardarius Washington.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. A first down throw for Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Jackson now to throw on first down. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal. To the air one more time. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. They face second down and 7.
Report.
Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
On third down, Jackson.
Oh, bad.
Incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Sims now to return it. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Second down, Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Yep.
And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
They'll run it on first down with Henry. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. Second down and 3.
Hey, report. Middle.
Throwing Jackson. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Aguilar. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Let's go.
They'll come up here. First and 10. Here's Henry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Change it. Hey, Alpha, it's hot. It's hot. Hey, report. Report.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
It's hot. It's hot.
Jackson now. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And he's into the end zone.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff.
Ozzy, sit up.
On first and 10, Jackson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Jackson. A deep shot for Aguilar. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, and now he loses.
No!
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything.
Why did I try to do that?
You got to recover it. You need better pursuit to
that is so crazy, bro.
Around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman.
That's crazy, bro.
Down to the 10. And he will go all the way.
Craziest scenario, bro. It's crazy. Get an interception, then fumble, he gets it. It's just crazy.
Point after now from Tucker. The kick is good, and the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. To throw is Jackson. Here it is, he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. He'll try and get there, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of the Ravens has it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Hardy now with the return. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
13.
Back to throw, Jackson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. What to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Now Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number 1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline. It really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there, and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it could do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback.
No, we changed it.
Now, Jackson.
I can't throw
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Odafe Owe bursting in and recording the sack. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This throw right is taken in by Flowers.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, He picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on fourth down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll find Aguilar. Complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. There's a give, heading right, it's Henry. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Jackson looking to throw. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. That is caught. And he's in. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
And this is no good. He missed the extra point, and they remain down by 1 in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, walked up.
So it is back to a 1-point game now in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. First and 10.
You change it.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A deep shot for Aguilar. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Oh.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here's first and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's second down.
Hey, middle. Report.
They'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Yeah.
From the gun, Jackson. Aguilar able to make the catch. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
You change it. Hey, report.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throw away, and he's taken down. Jackson now on 2nd down. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
That's game. No fucking way, dude. I can't believe that, dude. How is that possible, dude?
To the 40-yard line. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Again, it's Jackson. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will up the lead to 5. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Go.
Play action now. Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
Don't worry.
Pistol formation with Jackson. He'll go right back to Flowers. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. So it's a win here for the Ravens. And it was their defense that led the way. Forced 4 turnovers in the game. That is hard to overcome historically for any team. And held true again here today, as those takeaways paved the way to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.
Top 5 playbooks you should be using to win more games in Madden 25. And number 5, we have the Secret playbook. With formations like tight doubles, tight way out, and trips way slot, it is some of the best passing plays in the game. This playbook is best for players looking for an off-the-bat, pass-heavy scheme. And number 4, we have the Kansas City Chiefs playbook. With formations like bunch spread nasty, bunch strong nasty, and Y out trips nasty, this playbook features some of the most unique plays and best RPOs in the entire game. And it's best for players who like to keep their opponents off balance and run the pass. And number 3 is the New Orleans Saints playbook. This features formations like double flex Y out close, tight Y out, and Y out trips nasty. While this also has some of the best RPOs in the game, this offense is best for players looking for a pro-level offense that can attack everything. And number 2, we have the Minnesota Vikings playbook. This features formations like bunch spread nasty, bunch tight end, and tight way off. This playbook does a little bit of everything, but it's ideal for players looking for a pass-heavy offense and the best versions of bunch tight end and bunch spread nasty in the entire game. And at number 1, we have the Philadelphia Eagles playbook. And this is one of the favorites of pro players as it features the best versions of formations like normal Y-out close, trips tight end flex, and deuce close. And this playbook is best for players looking for a pro-level offense and help them move the ball up and down the field on any defense in the game. If you want the cheat sheet on how to run these offenses, head over to winmadden.com. Leave a comment below with your favorite playbook in the game. Here are the top 5 playbooks you should be using to win more games in Madden 25. And number 5, we have the Steelers playbook. With formations like tight doubles, tight way out, and trips way slot, it is some of the best passing.
Nearly 2,000 interceptions in NCAA 14 over the years. These are just 5 of my greatest, most explosive returns after the big demanding coverage. I'm encouraged to be specific, trusting my back pedal, my speed, getting back, get the pick, sending from the speed, and then at this point, I feel like we into the ball, swerving, being coming directly traffic, getting down to the 1-yard line. Touchdown. That was almost another big six. This is without a doubt, hands down, the number 1 game. Greatest 9-pick central return I've ever seen. You've never seen your life snatching the breaks after catching a pick over the shoulder, breaking tackles from that central trap. And I just got tackled out. traveling, everything was happening to that back to the career. The following season, my sophomore year, I had scooping that #1 seed. My left committed it on the shoulder picking the deep song, break the tackle. Finesse my team got the block, and I'm down the side with my hand. Get stopped just a few yards short before getting maybe my 20th pick six of that season. Guarantee we will never. One of the biggest purchases of my life right now. Now look at this.
Like, I next guy will figure out the state race for a long time. And it's funny driving the way you did on that 46, weaving around traffic back there. And then take the exit ramp from the high speed lane, the no direction on the motorcycle. I often wonder why you guys get in that opposites. Because I've been in this business for 18 years. Okay? There's absolutely no reason why. Okay, 2 weeks ago, I submitted a car, a motorcycle, drive by the box. 2 minutes later, we got wrong for last. He snapped his hand around. Okay, 20 minutes is better, right? What do I say? How many chicks? I got behind that. I'll raise your license. What we're going to do, I'm going to find my cruiser. I'm right there where that car just goes to stop. There. Area. So I stop. You can hide. Multiple violations. Neighborhood following the codes. Electronic seat and stand. You take following this thing. You'll be there.
What happened to the 6 players drafted before Steph Curry? With the first pick, the Clippers chose Blake Griffin. While Blake didn't have much team success, he built a pretty decent career out for himself, and he was a clear #1 pick at the time. The Grizzlies, with the second pick, took one of the riskiest prospects in the draft with the Sheik Habib. He was a raw talent who was a defensive menace in college, but he turned out to be a bust. A total liability on both ends of the floor, and he had cinder blocks for feeding. James Harden would go 3rd overall to the Thunder. While he would go on to win an MVP, he fell short against the Warriors multiple times in his career. With the 4th pick, the Kings took Tyreek Evans. Tyreek would actually win Rookie of the Year, beating out Curry, but his career took a turn for the worst after he got injured. Minnesota now had back-to-back picks, and they took Ricky Rubio, who became a longtime vet, and he was a great role player. But with their next pick, they took another guard, which did not turn out great. They took Johnny Flynn over Curry, and Flynn was out of the league by 2012. Finally, with the 7th pick in the draft, the Warriors took Curry, and he became the greatest shooter of all time. What happened to the 6?
I'm done.
What happened to the 6 players drafted before Steph Curry? With the first pick,
I'm done setting up seating. There it is. There it is.
This video learned so that on a situational events. Watch. You see this man, he just walks to his car. It's already nighttime. Maybe that infinity, you already know what time it is. I had to pull up, try to block him in. One dude hop out the car. He's trying to rush you behind him. Before he get into it, he was already through the car and reversed, got up out of there. But they took attention, that dude went back to the car. And the dude, the album is already turned around. People stop at nothing to keep that going. Everybody got to keep their eyes open now. This video learned so y'all on a situational events. Just watch. See this man, he just walks to his car. It's already nighttime. Maybe got an infinity. You already know what time it is. Boom, I had to pull up, try to fuck him in. One thing, hop out the car. Next thing, try to run to the door handle. Before he get into it, he already called him first, got up out of there. Those pictures, that dude went back to the car. The dude, the album is already making it happen.
This man is the stealthiest.
Today I'm river fishing with Smelly B. Let's see if this greasy chicken sausage can get us a river monster. After putting it on a big circle, I sent it out something big and hungry. And I threw out one more rod to make sure I don't get stung. After about 30 minutes, I checked our bait. I might have something. I tightened my drag and started reeling in. Oh, where's he still on? Nothing on the first cast. I had a secret ingredient I knew would work. I added these greasy fries and casted it out one more time. And it did not take long to get a bite this time. I'm like, oh yeah. Alright, just tighten our drag. I feel it. Let's go. So finally on one, and now it's time to bring it in. Okay. Stay away from this area, please. I was not trying to lose a fish like I had before in this area, but I got it around the snag and landed a decent channel cat right before the sunset. Today I'm river fishing with Smelly B. Let's see if this greasy chicken sausage can get us a river monster. After putting it on a big circle, I sent it out.
And you're crazy.
This pilot thought he was speaking to his passengers and accidentally connected to the ATC frequency, and the other pilot's reactions were absolutely hilarious. This pilot thought he was speaking to his passengers and accidentally connected to the ATC frequency, and the other pilot's reactions were absolutely hilarious. What y'all work at tonight? You got it, bro. Oh, shit, I'm gonna have grades. I've been trying to switch off what I'm getting into. I got a little show and shit like that, alright? Type shit. I'm gonna hand grades. I got a show tonight. I'm gonna hand grades. Type shit. I ain't Brian. I didn't know her not too long ago. You got a big lad? Oh, what? What's up? What's up? Yeah, what's up? I don't let him come here. Where you from? Hey, I'm with some Grammy. I'm with time. I'm here to ask you questions. Like shit. Like, just trying to, you know, can't make my break. Yeah, facts. I'll be, it's Atlanta. I can't walk up on here. I'll be y'all, blood. Yeah. Well, this is little dog shit. You want to rain. You know, you keep it up. What y'all work at tonight?
Need a free fall? This guy must be out of his mind.
James, which answer needs to go back as strong.
During one of Kobe Bryant's visits to South Korea, he attempted a dunk after breaking through the defense, but the basketball bounced off the rim. He then tried a layup, which also missed. Even when he attempted a wide-open three-pointer, he kept bricking the shots. Meanwhile, a South Korean fan faked a move, making Kobe lose his balance, and followed up with a mid-range shot that went in. Later, Kobe tried a bank shot dunk, but miscalculated and threw the ball out of bounds. At this point, the overconfident Korean fans started mocking Kobe, claiming he wasn't all that impressive. Some even made taunting gestures, pretending to approach him aggressively, while others knelt in mockery, urging him to attack quickly. Kobe, astonished by their behavior, responded, "Do you know what happens when you make me angry?" What followed was a one-man offensive showcase by Kobe. He first used a behind-the-back move to trick one of the fans, leaving them completely lost, and then made a flashy pass to himself, scoring off the backboard with ease. When it was the fans' turn to attack, Kobe delivered a thunderous block, sending the ball flying. In the next round, the fan tried to be smarter, using a fake move to create space. However, they missed an open layup, and Kobe playfully juggled the ball, keeping it out of their reach. A second fan stepped up, showing off some fancy dribbling moves before attempting a shot, only to have Kobe swatted away without mercy. When it was Kobe's turn to attack again, he drove into the paint effortlessly. However, instead of finishing right away, he toyed with the fan for a while, showing off his control, and then finished with a stylish reverse layup. And with that, the game was over.
Dr. Sluts.
During sparring, this fighter made a huge mistake. He pulled an unexpected move on his opponent, not realizing what he had just set in motion. After taking a hit and showing good sportsmanship, he flipped the script with an Uno reverse move, catching his opponent completely off guard and giving him a taste of his own medicine. During sparring, this fighter made a huge mistake. He pulled an unexpected move on his opponent, not realizing what he had just set in motion. After taking a hit and showing good sportsmanship, he flipped the script with an Uno reverse move, catching his opponent completely off guard and giving him a taste of his own medicine.
This is what happens when a baseball superstar plays a carnival.
My blood would always call me, like, yo, can you rent a hotel near me? I want to take the family to this resort. He wasn't answering his phone. So I drove down, it was like 45 minutes. I walked in, I knocked on the door. The guy's wife answers. She tells me, Jared, if you don't get in the bathroom, we're going to go home. I'm like, they're going to go. So I go in there, and there I see is a mutual friend of ours who I had plenty of friends with. Hugged to the towel rack with 4 of us on this one. The first thing I look at, I see one thing. He went into their safe and tried to steal the product. They, of course, found it, and all the door at it, and I'm like, bro, why would you do that? What's that?
Alright, so you owe $35.05 at Dunkin's, and this young lady said you just ate there and didn't pay your tab, pay it, or go to jail. You're not. You still making it, you want to go to jail? Small types. No. Hey there, I'm never going to see you again. Asshole, you some touch me. You're some ass motherfucking bitch. You're going to see. You. Anything in the service, anything in the problems. If you would over 5'6",
Anchoring is really important, so I want to make sure you understand that. So we have our flat anchor, we have our spade anchor right here. It's what we call an ultra over delta. You see what happens, you drop the anchor, right? And then the boat starts to pull it. You see it digs itself in. Now you want to make sure you have a long line attached to your boat, because this is exactly what it does. Now if you have a short line, your boat is pulling on it like this. Your boat's not going to hold, it's going to keep pulling. Okay, so when you have a sandy bottom, you want one of these 2 anchors. So you see that, a long scope. Now the scope ratio is for every foot of water, you want about 5 to 10 feet of line. So here, this is another example. Throw that out. Hold it. Look at that. That digs in even better. And then, when you have a boat, you want to pick it up. You got the boat, right? Drive on top of it, start to pick it up. And it comes out of the sand really easily. Same thing here. You got a long scope. You're picking it up as you're driving towards the anchor. Just like that. And it's out. But anchoring is really important, so I want to make sure. OTA fucking cold, man. Yo, little boy, if you could be me in the exact, I'll give you $10,000 right now.
I'll give you $10,000, I said. Where is such for the I'm like a crazy Larson, Lord, sure?
Absolutely.
You're shaking. You need a smoke?
You got to stretch first, little man. Look it up. Look at Lord, happy for you, baby. Look at Lord, happy for you.
How much would I have? I'll shake my walk.
Everything got it right there, baby.
Why are you shaking like that? Okay, just look up. Just look up.
Let's go.
I can't.
Be there. Hey.
You're selling things like that?
Sound, play, down, road. Beat. Oh, I know how this goes. I wish it were this. I know how this goes. Yeah, I wish it were this.
You end your 10-day contract. What are you posting in 10 minutes right now? Richard, have you apologized to Michael Kidd Gilchrist? You end your 10-day contract. What are you posting in 10 minutes right now? Richard, have you apologized to Michael Kidd Gilchrist? How many double bangs is there is? I know people that want to enter too. How much do you wish you played for the Knicks once in your career? How much more do you wish you played for the Knicks? Will you come back and play 1 year? You can use you. Greatest Maryland Nets player of all time.
Len Biles.
Hands down, right?
Yeah.
Where's SVP, right?
Underrated. Lost 16 votes. You're right.
You end your 10-day.
So you never heard what you do? They have a hell summer. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm young. They have a hell summer. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm young. Damn.
Do not these guys want to try out stuff. Hopefully they can touch throws and they got the finish. These guys want to try out stuff. Hopefully they can touch throws and they got the finish.
And there's not big with a little bit of thinking. Say, oh, every year, my favorite politics.
I'm doing it. Nice finish, Marty, mate. So it's on the rush. Nice to meet you, bro.
The cops pulled up when these guys were fishing because while they were on the boat, the cops got word that they caught a massive creature.
Word on the street is the fish is so big the cops had to come check.
So the boy's friend told him to hide the fish, but he was trying to hide from the police boat. When the cops pulled up, they wanted to see how big the fish was. So when he pulled it out, he had a massive snapper fish, and the cops loved it. The cops pulled up when these...
Come on, boss. That's a good chain. That's crazy. Too many dragon. Yeah, this one's like it's the same, brother. You know, it's off the rip, right? The cow is not supposed to be brown. I mean, it's supposed to be black, and it's very sad. But I don't see nowadays. That's why it's not real. Yeah, but these aren't real. I know they're not real. That's like US. Like US baby. Like US stuff. Look at that. Like just. Yeah. These are good. What's going on, Boston?
Ronnie James sees the bad goal.
New meta just dropped on the best way to launch and load your jet ski. Just throwing it back into the new bay. This thing looks like it rips. This guy looks like he knows what he's doing. You know, this is just easier than a trailer. Like, you don't have to back it up. If you're bad at driving a trailer, just do this. You know, it's seamless, streamlined, almost falls in, saves it. Awesome.
This crash out.